Hey, Blue Table fans! Be sure that you are sitting down or lying down while watching this video so that when you pass out from boredom, you don't, hit your head on something. Listen, the studio's a mess, and I mean just physically, like in terms of like clutter, is a mess. It's actually doing really good in terms of organization, And so I just thought it'd be fun to turn the camera on and unpack my packages and just jib-jab for a little while. Let you know I'm still alive. So right now we're clocking at about 42 projects, and I'd like that to be more like 50. So there's definitely space in the roster. All right, let's take a look. So first off, I got a project going that is 8 dragon tooth heroes, and some of them have base coats on, just like barely, whatever. And these are old models. They're like old, like Grenadier type thing. I think they are Grenadier. I don't know. Complete listing. Yeah, this is from the 80s. Yep. Dragon Tooth fantasy figures. So there you go. Sometimes I think, what would it be like if I could go back in time to the 90s when I first started getting into miniatures and all. Oh, here's some Vikings. Let's open those up. There we go. Oh, these are pretty cool. These are actually look like modern type sculpts. Probably plastic. Leader miniatures, Vikings. Oh yeah, I remember this. All right, so I'm going to... I'm just going to open these up and take a look at the sprues. What company does these? Academy Games. That's pretty cool. And the Vikings Age expansion. Oh, and these have flags that go with them. But I think we're actually painting flags. I don't remember. I always have to look things up. I've got a really good system to keep track of everything. Oh, look at this. This is really cute. Yeah. So check that out. That's some good packaging right there. That's really cool. Huh. Yeah, so my turnaround's really good right now. If you have a larger project that's from last year, don't worry about a thing. Everything's been assigned. I've got the manpower all lined up. I've actually brought on a couple artists, so I am really strong right now. And I used to print out these cover sheets, but I found that just doing them with a Sharpie is faster, and you're not dependent on, technology. That probably sounds really bad. But there's something to be said for analog in certain circumstances. Because we do everything custom, you can't just have, you can't have a lot of automation with what we do. It's got to be all hands-on. So, there you go. So what will happen is I'll go on our web page, our project update page, and I'll make a note that these projects have come in and that they have been unpacked. I'm going to make like a master note sheet for that. So anyway, yeah, things are going really smooth. It's January 2020. What an amazing time to be alive. It really makes me happy. It's really good. And I'm excited for whatever's next, too. It's going to be interesting. So, yeah, and I'm always super paranoid when I unpack things. Got to double check to make sure nothing was missed. Because that's how things get off course. Like one guy has his hand missing because it got caught in the folds of the packaging, and all of a sudden you got to buy a $50 kit to replace the hand. So I'm just going to make a little list. Usually I don't open packages until we're ready to work on them. But the fact is, these are all going out really, really soon. All right, here we go. All right. It's interesting to see, like people always use like whatever they have on hand. So when I'm unpacking, what I usually do is I have a bin and I put the packing materials in it. And I don't just assume that everything's going to make it out. So like again, I'm like really paranoid. Check under flaps on the interior. Make sure nothing got under there. Especially if the package has been damaged. So I hold this aside. I don't throw that out either until I've actually created the label. Trash, trash. Okay, here we go. Color scheme basing examples, 2 miniatures. That's another thing too. Like there's no place for carelessness in this company. Because you get like so many things can go wrong when you're dealing with so many moving parts, you know. You got to kind of assume that the other person messed it up somehow. So for example, sometimes in the past I've had the client send samples. This is like 6 years ago, right? And the person unpacking just put everything in there. And then the artist is like, oh, time to prime them. And they prime the samples too. You know, I can't actually remember that happening. But if it did, it hasn't been in recent memory. But yeah, I'm definitely very paranoid. So if you're ever going to do a company like this, man, not assuming that everything's going right is the order of the day. A little bit of paranoia. All right, so I'm going to get a bin. Start putting everything in there. I'll just keep the samples in that box. Let the artist open that up. And here's all my figures. Let's see, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Let's count these. Yeah, this is very exciting. This is Lord of the Rings figures, so that's what those look like. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Yep, that's the right count. And there's bases. Those look good. Keep the packing on the side. Now I check all this packing in here. Now if it's a large project, I'll actually set the bin like aside and, you know, just basically store it. This looks clear. Looks like I got all the pieces in there. Everything was sealed up. This was separate. So I'm feeling good, like we're good to go. Let's get rid of that packing. Okay. So there's that one. And that one's going out right away. So I have a lot of people ask me about turnaround. And my official turnaround is 4 to 14 weeks, a huge range, with no technical outside limit. So there's no guaranteed turnaround time. However, the actual turnaround, wheels to the ground, I usually clock around 6 weeks is pretty fast. 8 or 9 is average nowadays. That's kind of where it's been for always. I had written down like schematics for getting armies done in like 2 days. You know, what would you need to happen? And so here we go. Lord of the Rings. How many has this guy done? This is the first one. 01. And then we put the client code. And there you have it. So anyway, how's my life? My life is good. You know, because I've been thinking about it recently, and I'm like, you know, I've definitely changed my mental state for over the last, since 2012, actually. Yep, okay, so we already checked that, and that can be put on the discard pile. Oops. And yeah, I basically started, how do I explain this? So first off, I don't know what's going on in anybody else's mind, so I'm not making a comment for other people. I'm only telling you my experience. And my experience was I had, you know, it was not easy being inside my own head. Like I was miserable a lot of the time. And you see me being happy on camera, but that's how I am. I've always liked to be the center of attention, and that always perks me up. I also have a mental flaw that I can get up in front of a crowd of any size and not be nervous. Like it just doesn't affect me. My record is 5,000, and I just could not wait to stand up and just talk. And I think that's, you know, I definitely like to do something with that. What would be great is if people could go in, like on my web store right now, you can go on bluetablestore.com and you can order like a speech. Like I'll talk about a particular topic. And that'd be great to get up in the morning, talk for about 3 hours, and just have like a schedule of topics and stuff. In fact, I'm asking you right now to give me some topics to talk about. You know, oh, these are web labels. For some reason, my printer prints out these blank sheets. Oh, weird. My printer's weird. Oh, hello. There should be 3 of these. Well, I guess they didn't turn out. Yeah, there you go. All right, cool. We'll just get that 3rd one printed out here presently. Yeah, that's for a Song of Ice and Fire, aka Game of Thrones project. So we'll get that on its way. That'll be really nice. Put it back in the printer. So yeah, that'd be great to get up in the morning and just have like things to talk about. Ooh, here's a big one. Oh, so check this out. I have 3 repulsor exterminators that are being done for a project. The 3rd one finally came in. So here you go. Kablammers, right? Isn't that handsome? Yeah, people were nuts for those. I said exterminator. Executioner, exterminator, eradicator. They're running out of names at Games Workshop, you know. But this is for a project, so I'm very excited about that. In fact, let's get that in a bin. Okay. So at long last, this can be done, and this is going out for work like immediately. There is going to be no waiting on that one. Yeah, pretty excited. I used to order my magnets from amazingmagnets.com, but now I just get them off of eBay. eBay is like way better. You can get exactly what you want. There's no minimum. Typically there's no shipping cost, or it's rolled into the actual cost, but the actual cost is pretty cheap. So, okay, here we go. Okay. Cool. That makes me happy. So yeah, I have about 5 people working assembly for me nowadays. That's really good. They're chewing it up. They're ready to go. In fact, I've got one coming today, and another one coming tomorrow, and they are ripping it up. Well, you saw that Iron Hands army, you know. That's pretty exciting. Those are actually going under the brush in like a day. Oh yeah, I gotta get these models. I'm working on a Blood Angels army for a guy in Finland. This is not all of it, by the way. This is just the first few things that showed up. So what I gotta do is get a bin ready for that. There we go. Yeah. There we go. Exciting. Okay, here we go. So I needed intercessors, so I went ahead and just got this dark Imperium box, and I'm gonna sell the excess figures on the web store individually. And sometimes that ends up being like a better way to actually just get, 10 intercessors. It depends, it's not always the best way, but sometimes you can leverage things the right direction. The only question is there a way to, oh, it comes with a rule book. Nice, that's a nice bonus. Primaris Marines, there's decals. Oh, and there's a little mini rule book. That's actually handy. All right, I'm going to take this rule book, put it on the library. Do I have like a zillion rule books? Yeah, I've got 2 rule books. Yeah, I'm going to have 4 rule books by the time it's over. Oy vey. All right, let's get this open. See if the intercessors are separate somehow. I'm unclear on how this works. Oh, there's like a purity seal on it. That's interesting. So I've been thinking recently about remakes. A friend of mine and I were kind of in a little discussion about remakes. Like, everything's a remake. And I'm like, well, the problem is, like, the more things that are created, the more likely you are to infringe on copyright, which is a huge problem if you're going to invest millions of dollars into a movie. So they're drawing a lot of things from, like, the commons or from, like, mythology and stuff like that. I think Harry Potter, okay, so here's my 10 intercessors, I guess. How do I tell if there's 10 on there? I look for backpacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, that probably means there are not. All right, I gotta look at the back. Nope, the back gives no clue. Oh, it's this sleeve. Here we go. What's in here? Doesn't say. 2 armies. Oh yeah, 10 Incestors, 5 Hellblade. Yeah, where's the Space Marines in here? Am I missing them? Let's take a look again. These are definitely Death Guard, all of those. Here's some Space Marines. Put those aside. Looks like these are the Inceptors. Oh, and a captain. Huh, maybe they're just spread out over spruce. Those are Poxwalkers. Here's, yeah, more Death Guard for sure. Poxwalkers and Death Guard. Poxwalkers. That's really weird. Maybe there's more miniatures in the bottom? Can't be right. Well, there's definitely all the bases in there. Alright, well, here we go. Let's get rid of that. Tape measure. These tape measures are actually pretty good. I use those for Necromunda. I get rid of the dice. Okay. I'm going to have to open these bases and split them up. Here we go. I just need 10. Whoa! Need 10 bases. There we go. So anyway, the first problem is copyright. And Disney didn't help. You know, they didn't want to lose Mickey Mouse, so they lobbied for legislation. Of course, I'm just taking guesses here, by the way. They lobbied for legislation to change the copyright term to like 100 years or 125 years. So you'll be dead before you see any of Disney's stuff get into the commons, you know, which is an enormous leverage. And, you know, I get it. Everyone's looking out for their interests, but, you know, I mean, there's more to it than that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, there's only 7 backpacks on here. How does this make hell blasters and stuff? I don't even see any plasma guns on this. Did I not get all the sprues that are supposed to come with this kit? This is all so weird. It's all so... Oh wait, there's another backpack. 7, 8. Of course, some of these are captains and stuff. Huh, that's so strange. Alright, let's take another look at these sprues. Nope, those are definitely Poxwalkers and Death Guard. Huh. That is real strange, guys. Yep, that's 20 Poxwalkers on these sprues. Yeah, there is. This box is short models. It has to be. Well, I'm going to have to look that up online before I do anything about it. I don't see a packing slip in here either. Alright, well, anyway, guys, I'm not going to worry about that right now. I got to tell you, it's pretty strange. Okay, so definitely going to have to get out the instructions sheet. Oh yeah, and I don't see any, maybe it's in here. Yeah, it's definitely in here. Alright, so that's the first thing, is copyright. And then, like, why is everything sequels? Why is everything based on something else? There's not, you know, you don't see, like, original things. And I think that's like a big reason, is copyright issues. And that's rough. Space Marines. Oh, here you go. This shows you the sprues you're supposed to have. Yeah, you're only supposed to have one of that sprue. All right, great. Let's take an inventory then. All right, so yeah, it's true. You're only supposed to have one of this sprue. Maybe I'm just not counting it right. And then here's sprue B times 2. Is this sprue B? Nope, it's not. This is sprue A, and you're only supposed to have one of these. Yeah, this is missing 2 sprues to it. That's a fine how do you do. Well, and it was sealed. Like, I don't... Alright, that's just terrible. Alright, anyway, yeah, not sure what I'm going to do with myself there. The things I needed are missing out of it. Did I myself take them out, I wonder? Yep, that is something that could have happened. Okay, well anyway, I'm going to put this in here. That's definitely for this project. And, okay, and then I'm going to put all the other guys in here. And I'm going to call that a good day. Okay, so, nope, it couldn't be that, because all the sprues came in this, and this was sealed with the little purity seal thing when I got it. And with the outer layer of stuff, too. Huh. Weird. Just plain strange. Alright, guys, so there's that. I guess I may as well just put this aside. Let's put this on top. Why not? Yeah, so why are things all remakes and stuff? Yeah, that's copyright. Okay, so anyway, what else? No, I think that's about it. I really just wanted to make a video, you know, kind of going over things. This is so, I gotta tell you, this is really throwing me, you know, that this sealed set is missing 2 Space Marines sprues out of it. And that's just, they're just not there. And those are the ones that I needed. Okay, yeah, that's just weirding me out. Like, I don't even know, like, they used to have like a little packing slip in them. All right. Okay, so what else? What else do I want to say? Nope, that's about it. So thanks for tuning in, guys. Definitely going to be doing more videos, and I'm just plugging along and getting the projects through. Thanks for tuning in.